Have you ever stopped to realize that this body, your body, that you're walking around in every solitary single day is a blessing and is the only body that you're going to get while here on this plane? Are you aware of that? Do you even think about that? That's food for thought. Think about that just for a second, all right? Let that sink in. We replace our cars. We go in and we get them upgraded. We get the oil checked. We upgrade our telephones. We buy new clothes when the old ones wear out. But this body, this mind, and the spirit that is on the inside, this is your one and only earthly home. The world will try to sell you quick fixes. And I get that. I see it constantly scrolling. Shortcuts, endless noise, right? Constant noise is going on. But real, lasting health isn't just about fitting into a certain size or keeping up appearances. It's about feeding your mind with truth instead of lies, nourishing your body, your temple, with what actually serves it, and guarding with all your heart, mind, and soul, your spirit, so you can fully live out the purpose you were created for. That's why you're in this body. First, I want to say welcome once again to Authentically Jessie. And I'm Jessie, and I do not take this for granted. I am so grateful for you choosing just to spend a few minutes with me. You being here now means more than you can ever realize. If you're searching for a real peace and just practical well-being and a space where you can just take a deep breath, which I do often, and just reconnect with what truly matters, you are in the right place. Welcome to Authentically Jessie. I'm so glad you're here. Today, we are diving deep into physical well-being, but not in a superficial society, preachy kind of way. We're talking about total health. That is so key. Are you feeling stressed out? Well, it could be because of your health. Being healthy and whole and complete is so important. So many of us are just carrying around heavy loads that we don't need to carry. And we've got responsibilities, we've got work, we've got family, we've got so many other things that's depending on us to be whole, healthy, and complete. Friends needing support, and just life constantly just demanding more and more and more of our time. I know that is for me. But let me ask you a real question. How can you pour into someone else's cup if you're running completely dry? Your cup, this is a Starbucks cup. Your cup is just empty. Not good. When you're on an airplane, when we're flying, and the flight attendant gives the safety demonstrations, they always say, put your mask on first before assisting anybody else. Put your mask on first. That means take care of you. That's not selfish, guys. That's needed. That is survival. Ensuring your own well-being is what actually gives you the strength, the stamina, the clarity to show up for first yourself and people and the purpose that's on your life. It starts with the conversation you allow right here in your head, mentally feeding your mind with edifying, uplifting, positive, the truth conversation, the word of life, the book of life. That is my tool. Rather than internalizing the stress, the lies, absorbing all the negativity that definitely is around, not unless you shut it out. It carries right into how you treat this temple, your physical body. How are you treating it? You've got to carry this thing throughout life. I want you to get this before we jump into the 3 foundational steps to walking this out that I think are important, that I use in my life. Let's just take a moment right now, and I would love for you to subscribe and just to push the notification bell. I want you to know when there's new videos that are dropping. It helps the message reach so many more people when you push like, when you comment, and I just want you to take care of yourself. And I want to take care of myself, and I want to take care of as many people as I can. So spread the word about Authentically Jessie and make sure to share. Let's get into the 3 steps that I think are important for total wellness that I use for myself. First step is taking an honest look at how you are physically treating your body every day? How are you physically treating your body every day? Do you even think about it? Extending your years on this earth and fulfilling your purpose requires intention. Too many people leaving out of here too quick, I think, because they're not doing the necessary steps that they need to take in order to be whole, healthy, and complete. I want to ask you something. Are you moving your body and doing regular workouts? If you're not, stop and reassess that. Think about it. Even if it's just a brisk walk or just lifting light weights at home, are you putting the right foods into your system that give you real energy? Or are you just filling the gap with what makes you feel good? And sometimes the things we do that make us feel good is not good for our bodies. Are you prioritizing the rest that you need and getting the proper sleep? Your brain needs to recharge. You got to shut the phone off. You got to shut the TV off. You got to shut the noise off. You got to close your door and be in silence. Are you putting the necessary high quality wellness products into your body, to support the journey that you're on? It starts from the inside out, not the outside in. Taking care of your physical body isn't about perfection. We can't perfect anything while here in this world. We can only work our way to that. It's about just stewardship. When you honor your body with movement, and I love to move. You see me dance on Facebook. Get on Jessie Lane Powell. I dance all the time because I want to move my body. I share nutritional things that can help people. You give yourself the endurance to walk in your calling for a longer period of time. That is key. Movement of the body, feeding your body with the right things. Okay, step 2. What I do is I feed my mind with truth, not lies. I really work hard on that. The second step is just guarding what enters into your mind. Our physical health is directly tied to our mental environment. If you're feeling stress, anxiety, and constant exposure to negativity, it will manifest in your body. People walking around here with cancer and all this stuff, that's because they're not putting that heavy weight down before the Father and just taking the necessary steps to feed their mind with just truth. And are you listening to lies? Lies that say you're not doing enough. Well, one thing, you're probably doing too much. Or you don't have time to sit down and rest or to go to bed early. No, 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 no. To keep your mind healthy, you've got to be intentional about the media as well that you're consuming. How much are you consuming of the media, the phone and TV, right? Surround yourself with edifying, positive inputs that really uplift you rather than drain you. Put those people in another circle. I keep telling you, you better, right? Practice setting just healthy boundaries for yourself. Learn the word no, not right now, for your mental peace. When you fill your thoughts with positivity, when you fill your thoughts with truth, you create an environment where health and peace, my God, it just thrives and you can bask in its glory. And you can have joy, not just happiness. Happiness is just happenings. Joy, you can have it even in the midst of going through storms because you've set boundaries, you've set guidelines for your life. Okay, step 3, anchor your life spiritually. That's number 1 for me. The third step, and really the anchor that holds all this together that I've been talking about, is your spiritual life, your spiritual aspect of your life. You cannot be completely healthy, whole, if your spirit is neglected. It's a 360, guys. This is where true wholeness lives. It's from the inside out. The spirit body's holding the spirit, guys. Are you spending quiet time in prayer? Are you taking moments to meditate? Are you reading the word? Are you shutting out the noise from the world and just sitting in silence and getting used to that feeling of just being still and knowing that I am God, I am JC? Are you reading the word and just letting truth wash over your heart to give you a pure heart, clean mind? When you connect physically and mentally and spiritually, you aren't just surviving the daily grind. You are truly thriving and can finally live in that joy unspeakable. You're targeting all the right areas, keeping stress in check, no more of that, and anchoring yourself in something greater than the day-to-day chaos, because it will absorb you, it'll chew you up and spit you out, baby, if you're not doing these things. Let's just get real. If any part of this resonated with you today, I want you to leave a comment right below. Let me know how you're walking this thing out. Let me know what are the tools you need in order to get where you need to get to in your body, mind, and your spirit. What is one thing you're going to do this week to put your mask on first? Just name me one thing down in the comments. Is it getting better sleep, going to bed earlier? Is it just starting to move your body, just going for a 30-minute walk? Start with 15 and build up. Spending more time in prayer, in solitude, in your prayer closet. I'd love to hear from you, so please let me know how this is helping you and what steps you're going to take. And if you want to go just a little bit deeper and take some practical steps alongside what we've been talking about today, I've made it super simple for you, okay? Everything you need is in the link down in the description box, authenticallyjessie.com. You can get my music there, take a listen to my original music. You can find it on all platforms. Jessie Lane Powell, Laine with the Lane, and Jessie with an I, Jessie. It's designed, I've written music and partnered with other brilliant artists to create some soul-stirring, soul-healing music that puts you in that peaceful environment where you can groove a bit, and it talks truth, the truth. Also, you'll find there's the Joy Library. It's an amazing companion for you to work through some things if you're having challenging times during the day, just to work through it. It's just a companion. Just a couple of things you can write down and just use it when needed. It helps you maintain the right mindset day in and day out. Also, as you can see, I talk about the physical wellness. I'm all about this, guys. Visit the wellness tab on my website. There I talk about my journey about chronic fatigue, neuropathy, and the solutions I use to get me back to me and back to feeling good at the age of 64. Yep. A lot of people can't believe I'm 64. It's because of what you're seeing back here, these incredible products. A total overhaul is what happened with this and with me working out and what I'm doing for my spirit. Just a total overhaul that had me feeling better, looking better, years younger. So make sure to reach out and let me know that you want more information about these incredible products. I want to thank you so much for spending this time with me today. It's always just so refreshing. It feels good just to pour out, And I get filled up when I hear your comments, when I see your comments, when I see your likes, the shorts that I do throughout the week. Stay connected here and remember to put your mask on first. Remember to take care of you. Feed your mind with truth and put that mask on. And remember, there's incredible love here for you at Authentically Jessie. Bye-bye for now. We'll talk soon.